It's Nell. Happy New Year. And today I'm going to be showing you how I prune my very large pencil cactus. It's about 8 feet tall. That was damaged in my move. So stick around for that. So if you like videos about gardening, both indoors and outdoors, I'd love to have you subscribe and come back for more. If you're new to my channel, hello, welcome. And if you are returning, hi there, a big howdy. And thank you as always for coming back. And as usual, there's a blog post to go along with this video. The link will be in the top of the description box down below. I've also done other posts on pencil cacti that you can check out, and I have a whole category on succulents if that is your thing. So I'll leave links to those all below for you. I'm just jumping in the next day with a quick note. I was looking at some of the clips, going through them, and there is a noise in the background. That is the pool pump and filters. So next time I need to turn that off. Note to self, because it's the first time I filmed at this house. All right, I just wanted to let you know that there's going to be like a little humming all through this, a noise, but sorry about that. Next time it won't be there. So you may notice same patio furniture, some of the same plants, but different setting. It's because I have moved into my new home. It is January 5th today, and I moved in on December 16th. So I've been here about 3 weeks, and it is wonderful. I have a lot to do in the garden, but I've been working on some stuff indoors, and it's I finally feel rested and caught up on some things anyway. And yesterday was my first day back at work, and I'm going to chat a little bit more about what is going to be going on with the channel. So if you are interested in that, stick around. Otherwise, I'll put the time up here when the actual pruning starts. So yes, I'm all moved in. I'm going to be doing some work in the front garden this spring, and then one of the gardens back here. I have a whole bunch of pruning to do because I have almost an acre. Not that I wanted that much in the land, it just came with it, but there is some pruning I want to get done. But as always, I will be doing a lot about houseplants too. This is not the video that I planned on doing as the very first video, but my pencil cactus got damaged in the move. I had professional movers, 3 of them who were, fabulous. But I have so many plants, both indoors and outdoors. It was a little bit of a challenge. But this one, this 8-foot euphorbia, which is really heavy and it breaks really easily, took a little bit of a hard hit. It's the only one that did. So that's why I wanted to share this with you. I don't know if you have a euphorbia this big, but if not, you might just want to see what I'm going to do to it. So for my channel here on YouTube for 2021, I plan on uploading 2 new blog posts and 2 new videos a month. So obviously every other week, because I have a bunch of ones to update still. I have so many posts on my site, and those take a while. So if there's a month that I get a little extra time, I will certainly add an extra, video in there. But that is what I'm planning on doing for now. Will be probably an equal amount of indoor and outdoor, a little bit more indoor, because I'm going to do some things on growing fleshy succulents indoors and also growing cacti indoors and house plants and my garden and all that kind of good stuff. So be sure and come back for more, and also check out the website, because like in the month of December posted things there that I didn't do a video for. So you might be interested to head over to JoyUsgarden.com and check out the homepage. So there are a few things I just want to get into first before I actually go over to the plant. Number one, you want to make sure your pruners are clean and sharp. It just makes a nice clean cut. The chances of infection are less. I did that this morning, so mine are clean. And also, two is, it is early January. It is not the best time to prune at all. It's not the optimum time. You know how in my pruning videos I say the best time to prune is spring and summer, and that is the case. For us, it can be late winter into early fall too. It's fine, but this plant is not even standing up. So, I mean, it does stand up, but it's just flopping all over the place. There's a big branch broken on it, so I want to just do it and get it done, rather than leave it tied to, the clothesline. You'll see. So, not the best time to prune, but I am going to throw a sheet over it at night for a couple of weeks until it really heals over. Our days are like about, 71, 72 now. I just happen to be on the north side of the house. If I was on that side of the house, I would have a t-shirt on. And the evenings are in the high 40s, but over the weekend we're supposed to dip down to about 37, 38. So I just wanted to protect the plant. And another thing good to know is that euphorbias emit a sap when cut into, and it is considered to be toxic. It has never irritated me at all. It doesn't bother me. I haven't ever gotten a rash or anything from it, but you could be really sensitive to it. So be really careful when pruning. You might want to wear long sleeves, gloves, and you never want to get it anywhere on your face, your nose, your eyes, your mouth, because it could really irritate it. I don't know if it really does because I haven't never tried it before, but with it being, toxic, I thought, oh, that's probably not a good thing to do. So just be careful when pruning it. And also it can stain your clothes. It'll turn to like a black, mark. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to put on my gardening jacket so that I don't ruin this high-priced fleece top. And although my large pencil cactus over there grows outdoors, this one grows indoors. I took these cuttings off of that plant probably in May of last year, and it's been growing indoors. So if you have enough light, if you have highlight, these make really great, easy houseplants too. So it's in an awkward spot for me to be pruning it, as you can see. So hopefully you can get the idea, but this is tied up to this makeshift clothesline here. And this is leaning against the house. Oops. Ugh. And this branch here has it just hanging on by like a little bit there. This one here, so it's already healed over. So I've got to figure out what I'm going to do with this plant. But first of all, I'm just going to start by getting that big branch, that big broken branch out of there and see how it looks. And then maybe when I get that pruned a little bit, and maybe that top one, then I can turn the plant a little bit. Okay, so because I'm filming myself too, it's a bit of a challenge. I usually do, but that's okay for care videos. So here's the branch that has been broken for a few weeks. As you can see at the end here, I don't like that, even though it's healed over. So what I do is I cut up old rags, old cloths, and when I cut it, oh my gosh, easier said than done. Oh, this is thick. Okay, so I got my loppers and I made a cut on this one, and this one isn't bleeding too bad, but you can see some of the white coming out there. So what I do is I just, wrap it around the stem. Otherwise, it can get all over the place. If you don't mind it getting on the ground, that's just fine, but I don't want it to get on my shoes or pants or anything. So next, I'm going in for this branch here that's tied up with a gift cord. That's the thing, is when you move, it's like, okay, where's my twine? Where's my this and that, and I have everything else. And I'm going to give it a good cut back to here, because if I do it up here, it has that bend, so I want to take it back to right there. Okay, so I'm going to cut it right here. Is that in the screen? Yes, it is. And I'm just making straight cuts straight across. Hopefully, this one will be easier to cut. Oops. Where's my rag? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Here we go. See, that's a good one to show you. I didn't have my rag after I just told you. I also like to put it on the plant too, so it doesn't drip all over it. But that is that milky sap. Wow, it is bleeding like crazy. There we go. Okay. I forgot to untie it from the clothesline. Oh well. It's about 2 minutes after cutting the plant here, and it is still dripping sap. So I just, leave it on for a while, and I have all these rags cut up over there, and I pruned without even doing it. But if we learned anything from 2020, it's go with the flow. And this is actually not the first video I planned on doing in 2021, but because it needed to be done soon, I was afraid the plant might get damaged in a windstorm or something too. I decided to do it. So, okay, back over to pruning. So next is right here, this one just hanging over, and I'm gonna do it right there. There we go, so it doesn't drip all over the other part of the plant. So the last one that I'm going to do today is a pretty big one. It's going to be right here. So I'm going to get rid of these two going this way and keep these two here. And I might do a little light pruning on the ones in the back, but that's really all I want to do at this time of year, because the poor plant has been through a lot. So then it'll have the spring to come back and be gorgeous, and I'm not quite sure where it's ultimately going to end up, but it might stay here. But this will just give it a better shape, because now the shape it was in was like, oh, it damaged and not that good. So I'm going to have to get a few big rags for this one, because it's going to bleed like crazy. And I'm not sure if I can do it with my pruners. With the fresher wood, it's a little bit easier, but I might need to get the loppers. I'll see. I'll start with the pruners. I think I can take the stake out now. I should have done that first, actually. So let's get rid of that for right now, because this is hard enough besides being up against the building and filming myself. Okay, so here are my loppers. Old but good. Okay, it's gonna be a gushing of a white sap, so be prepared. Oh yeah. Okay, there we go. I've got some cuttings to give away. Unfortunately, I can't. Well, I mean, I could cut them up and mail them, but I think it's nice to just have a big old plant, so I'll find someone to give them away to. All right, so ooh, that one's heavy. So there we go. That is it. I'm gonna just do a little bit of tip pruning on these ones that are up against the house. Not that much. There's only two. that I want to get off of the side of the house. So that's what. Okay, so I look and I feel like I've been standing in front of a jet about to take off. But here it is for now anyway. I pulled it away from the wall and it actually stands up, so that's good. I'll do a little bit more pruning on it in the spring, just some tip of pruning, but this should be good for it for now. And as I said, in the evenings I'm going to put a sheet over it just to protect it. Oh, by the way, I am in Tucson, Arizona. Our evenings, as I said, haven't gotten too cold, you know, lately. So that is good. But these are hardy to about 25 degrees Fahrenheit when growing outdoors, obviously. So let's do the once over here. Here we go. Just so you can see. Looking better. I think it's happier. It's like, wow, I can stand up on my own again. And here are the cuttings I got. As you can see, quite a few just from this round. The 4 in the back are established plants already. And then I have some smaller ones here. So as I said, it's early January. I'll probably wait until March to plant these. I'll put them out in my potting shed and they can just hang out up there. But I can plant them this big, or I can plant them this big, or you can plant them from like a single stem too. But I like that big size back there because you put it in a pot and it's an established plant. Well, that was a wild ride. Anyway, be sure to clean your pruners after you do the pruning on this plant too, because they're going to be very, very sticky. So you definitely want to get that off. I'm going to prune mine this evening. Prune mine. I'm going to clean mine this evening. I hope you found this video to be helpful, or at least interesting, even if you don't have a pencil cactus this big. It's good to know about the sap. And as I said, spring and summer are the best times to actually prune that plant. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. I always appreciate your views and your subscribing also. I have lots more videos coming your way about gardening indoors and outdoors, so be sure to stay tuned for that. So now let's get out into our gardens or into our indoor gardens and make our worlds a more beautiful place. And again, Happy New Year. Thanks so much for being here, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye.